I think even just back to the education thing. Oh, that was another point I want to touch on actually. Like when I wanted to talk about you know, whether if it's the parents that's the problem or the educational system. I remember because I wanted to really raise this quick point about religion. Like in Islam, one thing I like is said in the Quran. It's like probably in the Bible as well. It's like don't raise your kids the way your parents raised you.
The world changes.
Exactly. And then I was talking to my aunt about in Germany about this, and she was like, so like her daughter would come to her and she would talk about poetry because she likes writing and stuff like that. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, us being who, could you go to your dad and mum and say, Mum, I really like playing the piano. Like I want to take. Like, I mean, it could work.
I think that's a subjective thing though. Like, I think it depends on the individual.
That's so true.
Because you can't really generalize the whole. But you can, but you can't. Like
as a majority, though. As a majority,
especially when you're a kid as well.
You
take a liking to something. It's never like. But that's why I was fascinated with like these people who've been dancing since 2 years old, because it's like a parent is really looking at their child.
Like actually seeing that. Oh my God!
And they see the vision.
And they're a 2-year-old. They're a 2-year-old.
But you know what it is though, like especially in, like with that, even in my case, let's say the drawing. I remember my mum actually used to always tell me to never stop. And that's why that's what makes me regret it even more, because I was told to never stop, but I still stopped. And it's not even the fact that I wanted to, but it's the thing where, like I said earlier, like I feel like the way I was living, it just got flushed out of me naturally because all my focus wasn't there. Like I was still doing it and I was still good at it in school, but then obviously once I've left now, I wasn't doing it as much. And now it's like, then it's just gone. It's gone.
It's just gone.
But so that's what I was saying. Like sometimes it's not always like the parents that won't see it in you and won't like encourage it. Because I feel like to some degree they always do.
Right.
But I feel like it comes down to the individual whether they actually see vision in it. They see the vision in it. But
that's the whole thing. It's the vision thing, because like your parents, like you said, they do support you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's never like, oh my gosh, I see my child, like he's actually really good in that thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me actually put my all in everything. And make sure this child busts in this one thing. It's more like, okay, let me focus. He's good at that, but let's focus on this. Do you get what I'm saying?
There we go.
Let's make sure this is patterned. And then maybe if that comes back in the future, you can do that. But if
I feel like that's where it all goes wrong, because that's the beginning of where it starts to just fade away. And again, I can't really blame them. Like it's 50-50. I see why they're doing it. Like I completely understand it, even if I may not agree with it, but I completely understand it.
But it's like, there was the clip of Cristiano Ronaldo playing with this freaking 1-year-old, 2-year-old playing football. And I'm like, you're Cristiano Ronaldo, you can just be like, you can be like, my child could do anything. You could just put them in a camp, but he's sitting there kicking. Raheem's son does as well. They're sitting there kicking with their kid, and I'm like, and this is again my problem with parenting, because it's like, again, those people you see, those 2-year-olds, they're putting their all into them children. Whereas with us, it's either it's stupid, stop it, or it's like, it's stupid, do something else.
Do you know what it is with that though, with the Cristiano Ronaldo and these footballers kicking balls with their kids? There's an issue with that as well. It's because like then it becomes a thing of those children also don't have a choice. The same with sports and education. It's like, I was a footballer, now you're going to be a footballer. It's like, a lot of the time, that's why a lot of celebrities' kids, a lot of big actors and big musicians, their kids, they'll try music and they won't bang. Because they only did it because their parent did it. And all the stuff they wanted to do, they left it behind. So it's not always it's not always about education at the same time. Because we even look at, let's say, Ice Cube's son, before that Straight Outta Compton movie, he was in the dark.
Still.
You wouldn't know that he was making music like making music, like, and his sound was like his dad's.
Actually good. It's almost sometimes you're so immersed in watching, you feel like you're watching his dad.
Like the same person.
No, seriously, sometimes I can't tell.
But I'm saying like he was making music, but no one knew about his music, and even till now he's known for his acting, because I guess that's just what he wanted to do more. The music was only because his dad did music. Like even there's another example I have as well. Okay, let's say another example. Diddy's son, King Cole. Like him, people like his music, but when I first started seeing King Cole's music, I used to think to myself, this isn't going to work, because he's just blueprinting his dad.
I was so mad. Me and that guy Silas were having the same about King Combs as well. He's literally copying his dad.
And I remember people were getting angry at me when I said that 2 years ago.
He's our age.
And eventually it's like, you can't just be doing that. You know?
Like, you have to find your own
it
lane,
could work, but you can't just be doing that.
But I personally believe in that. But I don't know if it is that because we don't know if he's just claiming copying.
Because he may actually like it.
I think one, he's cool because again, people miss that Diddy sound that 90s.
Still.
Two, it's different. Everyone's freaking
no this, no that.
And then three, it's like your dad's Diddy, so you can take it.
I feel like if that's what he's choosing to do again, it would work more if he's choosing to. If he's just doing it because it's a blueprint section, man. The same way our parents, let's say education, like I spoke to a lot of guys, right? Because I'll have this conversation in another episode, but there's a lot of guys I know, and they say to me, "Oh, they're confused about why black boys get into gangster." Like, and I used to tell them that, like, opportunity lacks someone, and they'll tell me no, because compare your situation to us in Africa. You have way more opportunity. You have way more opportunities. That's why I feel like a lot of the times, so I say the people that come from Nigeria, it's like Nigerian parents, they put education on you because like their morals or like whatever it is, they say hard work and education equals success. So that's why and that's the blueprint they have. So that's why I said, like, let's say with the footballers, like, we don't know Ronaldo's son. He might not actually want to be a footballer, but he might just feel pressured to do it because of his dad. The same way we'll be pressured because of our parents to be successful through education, because that's what they know, that's the blueprint they have. And the blueprint, but you never know, these celebrities, their kids might actually want to be in education. You never know.
But you see why it's lighter on them, and why I understand it and why I rock with that is because, like, your African parent is saying, hey, go and do this. One, they're putting that on you most likely around the age of 14 and onwards. They're not bringing you into it. That's what I'm saying. I respect it because it's a 2-year-old. You're just
it's from young,
from young.
You know it's from young.
And one, it's like in your brain, if the first thing you do, or at 2 years old, is like play the piano and stuff, you're gonna carry that. You're gonna carry it, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna hate it.
Exactly.
Same as like if you're kicking football with your dad, who's Cristiano Ronaldo, there's a very low possibility that you hate it. Whereas if you're 14 and 15,
you might just not be good.
If that's Cristiano Ronaldo, how you know?
But Zidane has 3 sons at Real Madrid. We don't know about them. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't always work out.
Still.
Whereas I'm like, if it's like, say your African parent wants you to be a doctor, if it's like, I don't even know how you can raise your child into that, but even if they kind of do that 2 years old, where it's just like, I don't know, me and my dad Jesse was doctors and stuff. I don't know, or we used
No. There is that psychological thing, because like when you're younger, your parents will say like, when you're a doctor tomorrow, like when
there's that.
When you're a lawyer,
they'll start telling all their friends,
you don't realise
my son's gonna be a doctor.
You're literally being probed from young, real, bro.
That's what I'm telling you.
Life's real, and all the stuff that like your parents tell you, like, it actually has a lasting effect on you.
100%.
Like a lasting, you don't realise it when you're younger, because it's like, what are they saying? But now it's like, bro, you feel it in your chest, like, yo, like, a nigga's been probed, like, what am I doing, like? Like, how did I even get here?
100%.
Was it because I wanted to be here? Was it because someone, like, made me think this way, and it's like, this is why I have to be like this? Bro.
And to the Cristiano Ronaldo point, I was like, the thing is, like, right now your parent can suggest or help you or kind of assist you into going into the field of any corporate job. But then they don't have one experience, and there's no time. There's no like, I work here. There's no connecting. It's just implemented in your mind that a corporate, like, lawyer, doctor thing makes money going.
A lot of like you're saying, a lot of the times the end goal that you're told, what you're shown is saying this is success, is mediocrity.
It's mediocrity.
100%.
Like, it's not fulfilling.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I respect.
A lot of times it's just settling.
Because I'm telling you that, trust me, like, if you see a kid, like, you see anything, they're like, I was doing it since 2-3 years old, then I shout to the parent, because it's kind of like, one, and I think it's really cool because you're spending time with your kid. You're, and it's just a talent on the side as well. Even if you're not freaking Cristiano Ronaldo, you have that relationship and bond with your dad because you're young. So you will have, just have that connectivity towards it. You will just have it. Like,
I think that's why there's that generational, like, barrier with our parents, because they don't really understand, like, do you get what I'm saying? They don't really understand, like, just being with your child and like.
It's like we're here to just fulfill your purpose. It's like, for example, we look at another anime reference here. You watch Hero Academia.
Yeah.
You know how Todoroki,
Yeah.
His dad wanted to be the number one hero. So he got married to someone specifically so he can have a child with the abilities so that they can have the number one hero. So that he literally he has like fire abilities. So he married someone who has ice abilities so that he can have a child with both to be able to become number one. It's like that, and I feel like, but then there's their whole being and purpose is like, oh, you're just doing this, and that's what you're on about. There's a big divide. It's like the generational divide. It's like we're just here to do what you want us to do and fulfill the purpose that you probably can't, and that's it. And there's a big disconnect.
100%.
A disconnect between like we just don't because
100%.
I'm sure a lot of us feel like we're just not understood. Like when we talk about what we want to do, it's like why, and we get laughed at for a lot of things.
Right. That's why again, those parents who really are like that see their children from age baby or age 0 when they see that this is a question for you, man. How are you, man, gonna make sure that for whatever reason it is your kid's just happy, just happy, like whatever it is?
I think the way it is, you have to just find out what it is they love. And then you have to, then you force them to work at it.
Yeah, like
what you want to do. You have to give them all the motivation in the world, all the motivation. Because I feel like, again, like I said, is it lack of opportunity or what was it? Like,
misdirection.
Misdirection. A lot of the time, motivation is also an issue as well. Because like I said, we're not shown that. Like I said, with our videos in the classroom, we weren't shown that. This is it. So we didn't have any motivation. If we saw other people blow off these random funny videos we were making, then we have motivation to do it. But we didn't have motivation. School doesn't really motivate you as well. I don't think school doesn't motivate you to do well. School motivates you to pass your exams so that it's not the end of the world. And even if you did, it's not the end of the world anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll go uni. I don't really feel like uni motivates you because uni. Now that we've been in it, it's like uni just motivates me to pass so that, like, in fact, uni just gives you a big batch of uncertainty. Literally,
like
while you're there, and all it does is motivate you to not fail, so that you can probably just end up getting a decent job and not get a shit one. Like, I don't really feel like a lot of these things motivate us that much.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say like they should have the responsibility for that. Because it's like,
they shouldn't really, because again, uni's a choice.
Yeah, it is.
I know as well.
But how much of a choice is it? How much of a choice is it? Is the question. How much of a choice is it? Because like again, if we don't go, like a lot of us, we hear now, saying that, we like a lot of people that didn't go uni and they're successful, blah blah blah. It's all good saying that, but if we didn't go uni, what else would we be doing?
Exactly.
Because if we ask ourselves, the stuff that we have passion for, before we even get to that uni stage, it's already out of us. So now it's thing like we don't even know. Like ask everybody around our age, like anyone in their teens going into uni or in uni at the moment, what do you actually want to do? A lot of people don't have an answer to that question. So many people don't have an answer to that question. So it's like, is uni really a choice? Because like again, what do we have to fall back on? Like I said, other people who have the generational history. They can just say, they'll go work for their parents, they'll do this, they'll do that. With us, what would we be doing? What is it that we would really be doing? So that's why it's like, it's a choice. You had a choice to go uni, but we didn't really, because we don't have anything else to do. Unless we go to like a different route, so it's like apprenticeships, this, that, and the other. But again, we're not really shown that.